Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping into something pretty unique, actually.
Yeah, it's quite a source we have here.
We were given this incredibly detailed analysis. Someone's really dug into a spiritual discourse they called her Murli. And they've done the tough job of mapping its spiritual ideas onto modern science. Think physics, neuroscience, even thermodynamics.
It's labeled a scientific spiritual analysis, specifically focused on what's called God's spiritual university.
It is fascinating, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because we're not just, reading a spiritual text. We're looking at this very specific attempt to connect spiritual growth.
Like achieving higher states of consciousness.
Exactly. With actual measurable processes.
Yeah.
Physical, energetic stuff. It almost feels like an instruction manual.
Yeah, like consciousness engineering, but sort of wrapped in theology. That's a good way to put it.
So our mission today, for you listening, is to give you a bit of a shortcut through this dense material. We want to unpack how this central theme, being a student at this Ruhani university, this godly university, how that translates directly into what the source calls the universal transmission of higher consciousness frequencies.
Basically turning the spiritual syllabus into science talk.
Yeah. And that's really the hook, isn't it? The source material seems to promise that reaching this state of, original divinity, it's not just some mystical idea.
No, it's presented as a systematic change. Changes in your actual brain structure, your energy output. It's quite bold.
Okay, so let's start with the setting itself, the university.
Yeah.
Spiritually, the source says it's a divine education system set up by the Supreme Consciousness. Fine. But scientifically, what's going on there?
Well, putting on the scientific lens, it's framed as a neurospiritual reprogramming center. So it's not about bricks and mortar, it's a method, really. A methodology designed to actually change the soul's vibrational pattern.
How? What are the methods?
Well, the techniques described sound remarkably like modern cognitive therapy, even neurological training programs.
And meditation is central to that, right? We all know meditation is generally good for you, but the source here calls it brainwave modulation. What does that mean specifically?
It means a very targeted shift in brain activity. The practice is specifically designed to deliberately boost your alpha and theta brainwaves.
Alpha being the calm focus, theta, the deep meditation, creativity.
Precisely. And at the same time, you're actively trying to reduce the beta waves.
Which are the stressy, anxious, always on alert waves.
Exactly. So you're consciously trying to dial down the mental static, and boost the clear signal.
Makes sense. So it's not just about feeling peaceful.
No. The claim is it leads to measurable improvement in emotional regulation. Your brain's whole operating system shifts away from that constant fight or flight.
Okay, let's talk curriculum. The lessons, they come through the Murli, this daily discourse.
Yeah.
The analysis calls listening and studying this conceptual reprogramming. Why is that repetition so important?
Because the aim is huge. It's described as installing a whole new divine belief system right into your long-term memory. Yeah, so the repetition, the dharana, which means inculcation, it basically forces the brain to pay attention, to prioritize this specific information.
And that forcing mechanism, neurologically speaking, that's neuroplasticity, isn't it?
Absolutely. Textbook neuroplasticity. You're intentionally building new neural pathways, strengthening them, all aligned with this idea of a higher divine state. It's like high-frequency learning meant to literally change how you see reality.
Every university needs a teacher. Spiritually, that's God. The Supreme Consciousness, transmitting knowledge, a specific frequency. How does the analysis translate the source of this knowledge into physics?
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting, and maybe a bit out there for some.
Go on.
It frames God not as a person, but as the universal source field. Think zero-point energy field.
The underlying energy field from which everything arises, that concept.
That's the one, the fundamental, non-physical energy potential of the universe.
Hold on. So the goal of meditating, in this scientific view, isn't talking to a person like God, but tuning into, becoming coherent with the universe's basic energy field.
That's the scientific translation offered in the source, yes. And the mechanism for achieving that coherence. Focused meditation, which leads to something called heart-brain synchronization.
Heart-brain synchronization.
Yeah.
And if you achieve that alignment, what happens?
The results are described as harmony, clarity, intuitive wisdom. But the key point is, the source suggests these aren't like divine gifts randomly bestowed.
Right.
They're the natural effects of getting your heart's powerful electromagnetic field and your brain's activity working together, synchronized with that zero-point field. It's a big energetic alignment.
Okay, let's zoom out from the individual student.
Mm-hmm.
The spiritual teaching has this huge universal message, right? Establishing a new divine age, Satyug, the golden age, a pure world blueprint.
Mm-hmm. And the scientific parallel offered for this is thermodynamic renewal.
Thermodynamic renewal. Okay, break that down.
Yep. The core argument is that the world system, maybe the planet's collective consciousness, perhaps the universe itself, is currently at maximum entropy, maximum disorder.
So all the chaos we see, political mess, environmental problems. The source sees this intense disorder not as just, bad things happening, but as a predictable energy state, like physics.
That's the crucial interpretation. It is physics, according to this analysis. The source describes a very specific 5,000-year cycle. High entropy builds up, leads inevitably to a collapse vanish, destruction, which then forces a reorganization. A new, more ordered state emerges.
So destruction isn't the end.
It's the reset button. The universe hitting reset to restore balance and coherence. That's the idea.
That puts time in a very different light. Cyclic. And speaking of cycles, the analysis mentions the soul's journey through specifically 84 births. And it's very clear, 84 experiences, not 8.4 million or anything like that.
Yes, that number 84 is tied directly to moving through the different ages, golden, silver, copper, iron, and then this critical transition phase, the confluence age, for renewal.
So scientifically, how should we view this? Is it like an evolutionary cycle for consciousness itself?
That's the analogy used. A predictable, maybe even quantifiable journey. Starting high frequency, high vibration, gradually descending to low vibration, and then regenerating.
Like a cosmic rhythm.
Kind of, yeah. Like applying the idea of planetary cycles to the life cycle of awareness itself. It suggests consciousness follows these laws of expansion and contraction, perfection and decay, just like other energy systems.
Okay, we have to tackle the drama concept. The source calls the world a Binayakel, a pre-written, totally predetermined play. Every soul has a fixed part. It's a lot to take in. What can science possibly say about a fixed cosmic script?
Well, the analysis goes straight to the deep end of physics here, quantum mechanics.
Of course.
The idea is, if you accept that maybe reality is already encoded in some vast probabilistic field, like all possible outcomes already exist somehow,
then our experience, moving through time second by second,
is just us experiencing the unfolding of that pre-existing code in linear fashion.
So the predestined drama theory. The script is baked into the universe at a fundamental level.
That's the suggestion. And it explains why the teachings emphasize detachment so much, if the plot is fixed.
Then the only real freedom is how you play your part, how you maintain your state of consciousness while the play unfolds around you.
Exactly. The focus shifts completely from trying to change the drama to simply experiencing it from that soul-conscious perspective.
That is a huge mental shift. Okay, let's bring it back to the student's practical goal. Shifting from Tamapradhan, that dense, old-world energy,
to Satapradhan, high frequency, a new dimension or reality.
How does the prescribed Raja Yoga meditation actually make that frequency jump happen? What's the mechanism?
The analysis points to EEG studies on long-term practitioners. These studies apparently show a dramatic increase in something called gamma synchrony.
Gamma waves, those are the super fast ones, right? Linked to insight, big moments of clarity.
That's them. And increased gamma synchrony means different parts of the brain are firing together in perfect time with massive bursts of processing power, highly integrated function.
So that's the measurable sign of this energy transfer. It's not slow and gradual, it's like high-speed integration.
It's presented as the mechanism for achieving that heightened state of awareness, yes. A measurable brain state correlating with the spiritual goal.
Now this purification process, it sounds like it involves some, well, rough parts. The source mentions natural calamities, earthquakes, fires as being helpful as purification mechanisms. That sounds quite harsh.
Yeah.
How does the scientific view frame that?
They're framed explicitly as energetic resets for the planet. From the source's viewpoint, these aren't just random disasters. They are purification mechanisms needed to restore balance ecologically and energetically.
So a large-scale clearing.
A physical manifestation of clearing out humanity's collective karma or accumulated energetic disorder. It's seen as a necessary, though destructive, step to make way for the high-frequency Satyud civilization, unburdened by the past.
Okay, let's tie this back to the individual again. Living soul-consciously, Dehi Abhimani, detached from the body, connected to the inner self. How does that physically change your brain?
It apparently targets the ego circuits directly.
Yeah.
The idea is when you consciously practice experiencing yourself as the soul, not the body,
Yeah.
the neural networks responsible for your sense of self, your ego, specifically the default mode network, the DMN, start to quiet down, to deactivate.
The DMN, that's like the brain's inner monologue, right? The self-critic, the planner, the worrier.
Pretty much. It's the network active when your mind is wandering, often about yourself. So when that network quiets down through this practice,
You'll get
the neurodetachment state. And this state, this experience of pure consciousness, is empirically linked to things like higher empathy, deep peace, and importantly, a stop to that habitual worrying. It's like the neurological basis for letting go.
Okay, so to make this all work day to day, the university gives homework. Dharna points.
Yeah.
First one. Amritthila. Meditating between 4 and 5 a.m. Why that specific time?
The analysis connects it to natural rhythms. Amritvela means time of nectar. It's argued that this pre-dawn hour has the lowest level of external noise and collective thought interference.
Ah, so it's the quietest time, energetically speaking.
That's the idea. The perfect window for mental detox and gaining clarity before the day's stresses kick in. It's strategic timing.
Then during the day, the practice is about service, but specifically through spreading vibrations of peace. And at night, reflection. It sounds like a structured way to keep that detached state going.
Exactly. They're routines designed to constantly reinforce that soul awareness, strengthen those new neural pathways you've been building. It's like system maintenance.
And the payoff. The source talks about this sustained divine awareness leading to releases of serotonin and oxytocin. The analysis calls this the neurochemical grace state.
Which is a fantastic term. It's like your own biology confirming the spiritual benefit, your internal reward system validating the practice.
The body rewarding focus with good feelings, basically.
Leading to lasting joy. And that brings us to another interesting point. The slogan about having a joyful face, Harsit Mukshare Se. The claim is that simply being joyful is a form of service, seva.
How could just being happy be service?
Well, the scientific angle suggests that genuine joy isn't just internal, it radiates outwards. A state of inner peace and happiness creates positive electromagnetic waves. You can actually measure related effects in things like heart rate variability, HRV studies.
So joy is vibrational service, vibration seva.
That's the term used. You're literally contributing a positive, energetic frequency to the collective field around you, affecting the environment just by your state of being.
That's quite a synthesis. We've gone from neuroplasticity and brainwaves all the way to quantum physics and entropy. It's a lot.
It really maps the whole spiritual journey onto scientific frameworks.
And it leads to this ultimate practice, the incorporeal state, asharari, getting beyond all sensory input.
Which the analysis equates scientifically to the brain entering a really deep state, the theta-delta frequency band. This is the zone linked to transcendence, accessing universal consciousness.
The final frontier for the student, and there's a technique for getting there quickly.
Yes, the 1-second drill. It's described as the ability to switch instantly, like in 1 second, from being fully engaged in action to a state of complete inner silence and soul awareness.
Instant access to that deep state. No long warm-up needed.
It's presented as the peak of mental flexibility and control.
So maybe this is the final thought to leave everyone with, something this whole analysis prompts us to consider. If every spiritual concept here has been mapped to a physical, potentially measurable process, could intentional mental practice like this 1-second drill genuinely train your brain to instantly flick into that frequency of universal consciousness?
Making you essentially a fully realized graduate of this neuro-spiritual university, ready for whatever comes next in the cycle. It's definitely something to think about, maybe the next time you find yourself with just a second of quiet.
Shanti. Oh, Shanti. Every heartbeat whispers your name. Baba, we miss you again and again. Sutta. दिल के अंदर एक प्यारा सा एहसास है बाबा तेरी यादों का जो साथ है रूह रो रही है मिलने को फिर फिर से आजा बाबा संभल इससे again. Every night I close my eyes, feel your light across the skies. The world feels empty without your touch. Baba, we miss you so much. Baba, we miss you, come again. Fill our hearts with love again. Baba, we need you, hold our hand. Take us back to your silent land. Aaja Baba, फिर से मिलन हो जाए. शांति के सागर में मन धो जाए. याद तेरी सुबह शाम है, तू ही तो मेरा परम धाम है. हर पल तेरा इंतजार है. आजा बाबा ये पुकार है. Your drishti still shines in our eyes. Your silence makes the soul rise. Without you, Baba, nothing feels right. Come and fill us with your light. Baba, we miss you, come again. Bless this world with peace again. Aaja Baba, रूह तेरा इंतजार में. हर सांस तेरी याद के प्यार में. ओम शांति. ओम शांति. Baba, we